Hey everybody, I'm Benny the Comicstorian, and welcome to our TV show review series. Basically, we tried this out last week with Flash episode 1. You guys seemed to enjoy it, so we figured we'd try it out with the other shows we're watching, which are primarily Gotham, Flash, Arrow, and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. So since I'm the one that's currently been watching Gotham, we're going to do a quick run through of the first 4 episodes in the season, whether or not you should watch it, and then I'm going to give you my top 5 moments from the season. So right off the bat, Gotham Season 2 is much better than Gotham Season 1. I did enjoy Gotham Season 1, but I'm not gonna lie, by the time we got to the end of Season 1, I was kind of forcing myself to watch it just to stay up to date with what was happening on the TV show. Gotham Season 2 kicks off the first 3 episodes with what is known as the Rise of the Villains arc. It is amazingly awesome, because right off the bat, they go out and they free a bunch of villains from the first season from Arkham, and they bring them into the city to do crazy stuff, including a guy named Jerome that looks and sounds like the Joker. We also get a character, Barbara Keene, from the first season, who now acts very much like Harley Quinn. So for the first 3 episodes, you basically have a Joker character and a Harley Quinn character teaming up and going crazy on Gotham, which will lead to my top 5 favorite moments. Personally, I actually am really enjoying this season. Now, they did basically start this season off as a fresh reboot to the whole thing. We started up with, oh my god, Jim Gordon, you're so bad, you're fired, and then he has to go back and get his job back. So the first episode, you're like, oh, they're restarting the whole concept again. Which is fine, because if you didn't watch Season 1, you gotta know what's going on, and Season 2's been great. The Rise of the Villains arc was amazing, and it really makes you think Jerome is the Joker. Now, this is your spoiler warning, because I'm going to go into my top 5 moments, and I'm going to start talking about more into the whole thing, but the fact that he wasn't the Joker was amazingly awesome. Like, I couldn't believe when the reveal came across that early in the series that he wasn't the Joker. The fact that he isn't the Joker just leads to what they set up at the end of the 3rd episode. Basically, long story short, I loved the Joker. I loved what they were doing. The episodes were kind of like dragging on here and there. It's still not like the best superhero show because you don't have superheroes. But the fact is, we had a very villain, like crazy villain, going crazy and doing psychotic stuff. Now, Gotham has gotten a little darker and a little more meatier with the whole like brutality of it all. So I'm gonna warn you right now, if you didn't watch Season 1 and you're an individual looking for the fun lightheartedness of The Flash, Gotham might not be for you. But if you're looking for a cop drama that follows like what the cops do without Batman, how do they deal with the Joker and Victor Zsasz and all these crazy guys, they're finally doing it. Just like Arrow, they're really starting to get heavy onto the comic book lore of it and getting away from the cop drama of it. Just like Arrow, they're starting to go away from the whole like realistic lore-ish kind of stuff, and they're going towards the comic book elements, which as a comic book fan I love. On top of that, for the last 3 episodes and really getting heavy into it now, Bruce has been training. I mean, he's too young. He's not going to become Batman. We know that's not going to happen. But you do start to get to see some like really awesome Batman-esque moments for a kid. And it's awesome, and I'm loving what they're doing with this. I can't wait to see what's going to happen. Now, moving into episode 4, our latest one. And by the way, you can catch all 4 of these on most services that have the show. Episode 4, we've ended the first Joker arc. He gets taken out at the end of episode 3. We all know that at this point if you've been watching it, which was shocking to me because I expected him to be around longer. But it sets up for their long play. And their long play is that he's inspired other crazy, maniacal people to go crazy and start baiting civilians and laugh maniacally. And I can't wait to see what they're going to do with that. What we've heard supposedly is that they're going to be bringing you multiple Joker-type characters until we get to the Joker. Just like they said, we will eventually get to the point where the final scene will be Batman. And that's what I love about the show. If you haven't been watching the show and you have a little spare time, I definitely recommend watching it. If you have to pick your superhero show, there are better ones out there, I'm not gonna lie. But if you have some extra time, check out Gotham. Now we're gonna discuss episode 4 real fast because that's your latest episode. So what basically happens here is now that the villains are gone, we start setting up for the next big villains, and Penguin's coming back and playing a much larger role. I'm super excited about that because I think his name is Robin Lord Taylor, he does a great job being the Penguin. I'm used to seeing Danny DeVito's short little but Robin Lord Taylor does a great job of giving us a younger Penguin. And what happens in episode 4 is just like, you're like, what? He cares about people, he wants to help people. At the same time, we get to see more Bruce Wayne training. He's starting to go for like 6-mile runs. I guess you gotta start Batman somewhere. I mean, I assumed he started at 50-mile runs, but whatever, he's gotta start. And I mean, stuff like that starting up, and we're setting up for the next big draw. And on top of that, Jim Gordon now has his strike force. They went out and recruited a bunch of people to fight against all of these crazy people coming out and being villains. It's just awesome. I'm really enjoying it. I'm getting a good kick out of where it's going. Now, let's go over my top 5 favorite moments from the first 4 episodes. First up, we're going to discuss Jerome throwing bodies off of the roof. So when he first gets free, he's trying to send across the message that he's about to mess up Gotham. What he does is he writes one letter onto individuals on a roof, and he throws them off to write the message out, maniacs. Pretty sure it was maniacs. It was a few episodes ago. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Whatever the message was, it was awesome. It showed you a Joker-esque style moment. Him and his henchmen, and he's throwing bodies off to spell out a message. Number 2 is when Jerome goes and invades the police station. For the record, if you're not tracking, Jerome is their Joker-type character. He invades it undercover, big grin, kills half the police force, kills the commissioner, goes crazy, then sends a Joker message over the airwaves to all of Gotham. You are sitting there, I'm getting flashbacks of the Batman animated series when Joker pretty much did that every other episode. It was awesome. Number 3 is the end of Jerome. Now, at the end of the whole thing, he decided to go into it was like a charity event where Bruce Wayne was at and a bunch of other rich individuals. Jerome, as our Joker-type character, goes in and pretends to be the magician, with Barbara Keene basically being the Harley Quinn-type role. They go in, they hold everyone hostage, Jim Gordon has to come in and save the day, and that's where we see the end of Jerome. And the reason I loved it is because, once again, it was like a young Joker with a young girl with him with a mallet. It was great. I loved it. Our 4th big favorite moment so far, because it is basically based on the fact that I watched season 1 and I saw how corrupted the Penguin was, but was in episode 4 when the Penguin was scared. When the villain shows up and says, "You're gonna be my new assassin," and he's like, "No, I'm way beyond that. You're in Gotham. You can look in the phone book under A for assassin." And their response to the whole thing is, "Oh, well, let me show you my favorite reality show." And they've got his mother there crying and asking for him to save her, or somebody to save her. She doesn't know he's watching. The look of sheer terror in his face when somebody he cares about is actually in the line of fire was just great. After seeing how evil he was in the first season, that was great to see that he does care about his mother still. And lastly, the number 5 top moment for me so far with the first 4 episodes had to be when Selina jumped down because she wanted to reconnect with Bruce, and Alfred's response was slapping her and telling her she's a bad influence. That was just awesome. Go away. I'm gonna take care of Bruce. You don't need to be anywhere near him. Honestly, I'm pretty sure Alfred could have gotten arrested for the way he did that. It was awesome. I loved that moment. And that's it. If you like Gotham, let me know in the comments down below. And if you want to see me talk about every individual episode of Gotham, then give this video a like so we know you want more Gotham reviews. If you don't want more Gotham reviews, go watch the other reviews and give those a like. And also let me know in the comments down below, should Dan watch it and join me for these reviews? Because he has a nice opinion of a guy who doesn't read every single comic book like I do. Thank you guys for watching this episode of our reviewing of a TV show, and I will see you next week with some TV show review, maybe Gotham if you want more.